Welcome back, everyone, to Legaia Reborn, Pathfinder, 2nd edition.
Not D&D.
Woo!
Not D&D, not this time. What did we do last time?
We're in the middle of a fight.
We're in a cave
Yeah.
shooting at drawbridges.
Yes.
We're not on that page, though. We're on, like, the homepage.
I know.
Okay.
Session 29, Aggravating Assault. Last time, the party deals with the hag, moving into the cabin, airing it out, confiscating a few Saru, and they finish the night. Upon morning, all traces of the hag are gone. Continuing on, they eventually run into a familiar face, Leaf. Leaf is happy to see the party and offers to take them to a Saru he'd found. Adding a day to the party's travel, he leads the red shirts to a cave. Finding a body with a previously equipped Saru, they are soon ambushed by a group of dark creatures. I also wrote that currently it's the 12th day of February. Your projected arrival day now is the 16th. And whose turn is it? I believe Loot went last.
Yes.
And then Rispit rolled a d20, and I don't know what that was about.
I'll open the thing.
That was a for fun roll.
D20.
Well, one of these Dark Mantles is dead already. And then we've got another one, which is going to fly. It's going to fly straight down. Well, we're just going to say yeah, it's going to double fly to above Trunks over here.
Oh.
And now it's Rispit's turn.
Oh, okay. Shit, I'm still getting my... Wait, do I have... Sorry, my browser is freaking out. Go. Open. Go. Trying to rapidly open my character sheet and all that crap, but it's like flashing and stuff. There we go.
That was just...
Uh,
What else am I going to do?
that's fair. I was just reviewing some of my stuff. I looked over and I saw that.
I was playing... What was I playing? I guess that was the Song of Time.
Dun, 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 dun,
We're
dun.
horribly off key.
It's close enough.
Fuck you. Remembered which one it was. Okay. Let's see, we just got in here, so I haven't yet... Okay, is it gonna scroll? What's happening? Have I haven't channeled elements yet, right? We just started combat?
I think that's correct.
Okay. Yeah, so... Channel element. And with that, I'm going to do a... How high up are these things on the ceiling?
They are 50 feet up.
Is that one down next to Trunks?
No, it is still on the ceiling.
Okay. So 50 feet.
Actually, no. It is only 25 feet above Trunks. You could reach that one with a
Blast.
Yeah.
Okay.
60-foot one. You wouldn't be able to reach it with a 30-foot one.
Hmm. So I do have 60-foot blast. I also have 30 feet blast. So I'm gonna go for the one above Trunks. And I'm gonna hit it with a elemental water blast, but use blunt damage.
Got it.
Chew.
All right. Yeah, you throw an ice ball or something at it, or it's just blast of water. That's right.
Oh yeah, because I can either do cold or blunt. So if it's like water, it's just like the smack of like like water tension, I guess.
The hit is smack dab, critical damage, 28 damage as you blast this thing with a powerful smack of water.
Damn.
It seems to be still conscious, kind of half tumbling through the air as it tries to right itself.
Oh. Well, that won't do. Guess I'll just have to put my back into it. Oh wait, that should have been a second
18.
attack.
That still hits.
So, oh, you know how much to take off for the thing?
What's that?
'Cause
Yeah,
I did the 2 action and not the. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, I meant to click on the other one, but I missed it.
Yeah. See, so your water blast that's 30 feet, right? And your fire is 60.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like I said before, you wouldn't have been able to hit it with a 30-foot blast, but it doesn't matter. You
Wait, this one right
probably-
next to Trunks?
Yeah,
I thought you said it
there's
was 20
diagonal
feet.
movement. It's
Ah.
25 feet up and 20 feet away, which means it's out of the 30-foot range.
Oh.
But they do the same amount of damage anyway, so
Okay, so then I could just do fire for both.
yeah. But you blast it out of the sky.
Yay.
Okay, it's this one's turn. Man, these things aren't even gonna get to attack. It's gonna rush over here, flapping its wings. It looks like a giant black umbrella monster. So, a black umbrella or an umbra-ella, which is how I got the title for this session. I thought it was clever.
That's pretty good.
All right, so it's 25 feet up now. Thresh, it is your turn.
Thresh.
Actually. Thank you, baby. I'm gonna hide behind Bree.
Okay.
Attempt to open my character sheet. Is that enough to hide from a spider? Or whatever the fucking octopus
Yeah.
things are.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Cool. Alright, I'm a short bow.
Sounds good. Yeah, that is a hit. let's see. So this one's being wrapped up by roots from the ceiling. You fire your short bow at it. You hit 13 damage,
Hell yeah.
and you got one more action. Or did you move to behind Bree?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
That's three.
gotcha. Excellent. All right, now something's gonna happen. Gotta look at notes. Thresh, you see one kind of creepily flapping along the underside of the cave. Kaduka, you also see it. Nobody else sees it coming.
Can I alert people, or is it too late?
Yeah. So you can, as an action on your turn, point out the there's the point out action.
Right.
So right now, it is currently hidden from everyone except for Thresh and Kaduka.
Is that page up?
It was. All right, and then it is Bree's turn.
All right, Bree is going to try to phase bolt the one that is nearest Thresh.
Sounds
Actually,
good.
no, the one that's near Kaduka. Gotta protect my little brother.
What's the range on Phase Bolt?
Good question.
It says 30 feet, looks like.
He is just out of your range.
What about the one near Thresh?
Actually, hold on. 15 feet that way, and 20 feet up. Yeah.
All right, so if I move, I can do it.
Yeah. If you moved one, even one space closer, you'd be close enough.
Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna move here. Actually, no, I'm gonna move here.
Okay. Excellent. Go ahead. Oh, you rolled 14.
If that doesn't hit, then I will use my hero.
Then go ahead and re-roll.
25 feet.
24 does hit. 12 damage. As you point your Rasaru at the black shape coming down. Actually, roll me a d20. Roll me a flat check. Here's the thing. Actually, that one is hidden from you. That's hidden from everybody but Kaduka and Thresh. So you
If
go.
I couldn't have seen that one, I would have moved the other direction and gotten Kaduka.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Great. Yeah, you don't see that one over there, but you do see this one. You blast it. Also, with that flat check, you would have missed it anyway because it's hidden. That one's looking pretty rough already. It's bleeding out all this like black ichor that hits the ground, and for a second, it's like Fanta black, and but seems to like immediately evaporate. All right, Kaduka, is your turn.
It is. I don't know where I am in the reload slash. It looks like I shot before initiative started, and I must have reloaded as my first action, shot and then reloaded. So I think I'm loaded. Or Unless oh wait, no, I had to put down my tripod?
Probably.
Okay, so I'm gonna, assuming my tripod's down, I'm going to cover reload. And then shoot.
Sounds good.
Just the one straight up above me.
Great. You, Neil, you raise that gun up as this thing is like tumbling towards you. Actually, it's like still caught in the vines on the ceiling. You make your shot. Blam! You shoot the thing, and it kind of just like goes limp and is like just stuck in the vines in the ceiling.
Nice. And I'm gonna spin around and aim and covered reload.
All right.
Hey, DM,
Yeah. What's up?
did this one actually land any hits?
No.
Okay. I was running downstairs and losing
it just
reception
flew
on my
over to you.
headset, so I didn't know if it did any damage during that time.
These things were supposed to catch you unawares, but because of some clever use of dark vision scope, especially, you saw them before they were able to descend on you and get their, the thing that makes them scary and their element of surprise.
Are they head crabs? Are they like they fall from the ceiling and wrap around our heads?
Yeah.
Oh
Pretty much.
Jesus! I'm retroactively scared.
Cool. Trunks, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to stride. I'm going to attempt to climb.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Make a strength check.
31.
Yeah, great. That's what I meant. Yeah, you make it.
10 feet?
That gets you. That's a crit. So yeah, 10 feet. So you're all the way. You're up on the ledge.
I'm up and over?
All the way up.
Okay. I would like to then, now that I can't see this one, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
Is he flying, hovering a little bit over Risprit, or is he just kind of on the floor?
25 feet above Risprit.
Oh, that's what the 5 indicates. Okay.
Yeah, it's 5 squared.
I'm just trying to see if it's... Oh, but exploit vulnerability, I don't think... I just need to be able to see them. Okay, so I'm going to exploit vulnerability on the closest one. 22.
Cool. That is good enough. That's a success.
Alright, so with the success, highest weakness only, and then depending on whether there's a weakness or not, I'll apply mortal weakness.
Yeah, there's no normal weaknesses.
Okay. And then 3 things from a success from a recall knowledge check.
Gotcha. Yeah, these things. Oh yeah,
yeah.
go for it.
Oh, okay. Lowest defense. Any special skill, like I guess, for example, if they had like an opportunity attack type thing, and then, highest, the highest defense, I guess. Lowest defense, highest defense, relevant skill.
Gotcha. Lowest defense will, highest defense fortitude and reflex. And then its special thing that it does is that it can create areas of darkness. And it actually has a fun little thing in here talking about how alchemists have mostly been thwarted by their attempts to extract this fluid that it drops that creates this darkness. Nobody can really figure out how to make it stable.
Interesting. Okay. And you said reflex and what? Or did you just say reflex?
Fortitude and reflex are its strongest.
Okay, so they're essentially tied in my case. Cool. Okay. Information shared. That's my marked target specifically for some abilities. And then that's everything. I did want a reminder that I don't know if you don't remember this, but I have the light on myself active. Cool.
Gotcha.
Okay. That's everything.
That is good to know. Cool. It is 2 of their turns. Oh, that one's dead. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna actually get to do anything. All right, let's see. That one's gonna go there. It's also 5 squares off the ground.
Well, you know what they say: the best defense is a good offense.
That's true. You guys have proven that. Luke,
Hell
it's
yeah,
your
we're
turn.
offensive as fuck.
Is that why I keep going
You are
down to
offensive.
combat?
This is like Diablo, where if we get hit, we're fucked, but we're just killing them so fast before we get hit.
There's no cow level.
Ignition.
Ignition. Excellent. So you actually don't know that one's there.
Oh yeah. Ugh. Okay. I always struggle to remember which ones I can extend by height, like distance. I am going to.
Oh, do you have
I have reach. I have reach spell, but the description for it is wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so you spend an action and it just any spell's distance goes up 30 feet.
Okay. So then can I cast Ignition on the one that's in between your spirit?
You sure can, yeah.
Okay.
You got a 90-foot range, definitely.
Yeah, and that's what I want.
Or wait, 60 feet.
Which
but
because it's 5 feet up, but that's from crumbs. So
Yeah, so it's only 5 feet down. So she would need to use it, but she can hit it because it's 45 feet away. At this point.
Then I do that.
Yes, absolutely.
Ignition is 30 feet.
Ignition is 30 feet. Ooh, 28. That is also a crit. That's 20 fire damage.
Nice.
Yeah, as you like charge up and lob this ball of fire, it nails this thing in the air, which is like smoking
And
now.
1d4 persistent damage too.
Oh, and 1d4 persistent. Nice. I forgot about that. Nice. Okay. Oh, yeah, and it is literally on fire. Risprit, it is your turn.
Oh. So these things, you said they are how far above?
25 feet.
25 feet. Okay. Damn. My can't use flying flame because it would take most of the distance to go even up to one of them and wouldn't make it between the two.
Yeah, is it 30 feet that it
It's
goes?
30 feet total, yeah.
Yeah, it's just out of range.
Can you jump and then do it?
Wait, You're
Climb
like
up the
burning
stairs.
jets. Can you go up yet?
Let's see. No, it's 6th level. Yeah, 6th level is
Gotcha.
the leap upward.
Gotcha.
The times I've been
Almost.
using it, I've been like basically running up trees and shit.
Yeah.
Also, it's a 2 action, so
Oh, I forgot.
both flying flame and that are 2 actions. Unfortunately, can I just get a 4th action? Let's see. All right, so we got that. Well, that one's already on fire, so I'm gonna go ahead and target this one to the left there with a nice 2-action fire blast.
Okay.
Kerblow. Does that
Super
hit?
crit. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you blast it with 20 damage.
It's like a 2-action blast. Is just he's using both hands, like a Kamehameha. Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. You got one more action.
All right, that thing's still up.
Still up.
Are either of these looking worse for wear than the other?
Actually, no. I mean, the other one's on fire, but currently they're equal.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna blast him again. Let's see, 25 feet. Actually, this time I'm gonna hit him. Same one, but with a water blast, single.
All right.
See if
Yeah,
cold does anything.
You blast him with fire, and then you blast him with water, and yeah, the thing tumbles out of the air. A steamy mess hits the ground, and just as it hits the ground, a little mound of darkness like appears over it.
Did it seem like the cold was any more effective than the fire?
It's hard to tell because it's super dark right now. Like,
Gotcha.
Can't see it. It's really hard to analyze it. Thresh, it's your turn.
Even if it's in dim light, is it too hard to see?
No. Not really, but like it actually makes a globe of darkness that like around it just like for a few
Oh,
feet
just
around
hovers
it.
around it?
Yeah, it just
Oh,
like a little
okay.
dome of darkness just as it hits just goes bleh, like that around it and is just there.
That's a pretty cool creature.
But Thresh, it is your turn, and you turn just in time to see this thing flapping its way towards you. It's 20 feet above you.
Ooh. Wait, where's... I'm trying to remember what... Void Warp. Why doesn't it say... Thought I put in here what that spell did.
Well, it's a 30-foot range. I meant to... That's what I forgot to do. I knew there was something I forgot. I meant to go through and look at all your guys' spells. But it is a 30-foot range.
Yeah, it would work. Oh. Is it only for Saru? Or...
No. It attacks a living creature.
Oh, okay.
They make a fortitude save. You do 3d4 damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm sorry, 4d4 damage.
I cast Void Warp then.
Yeah, you, where's your Saru again? Did you say on your right hand now?
Yeah, right hand.
Yeah, you, raise your right hand and you, like, feel it's, like, sucking the, like, life energy and there's kind of, like, tendrils of, like, black mist, like, being sucked away from this thing, and it's going to make a fortitude save. Of which you found out earlier, it's not great at. What's your class DC at the top left of your front page?
Where is it under ability scores? Or...
It should be like just below.
Oh, class
or-
DC. 21.
21. Okay. It failed, so please roll me 4d4 damage.
Gotcha.
8. All right. You suck 8. This thing starts to like. It doesn't. It the. You know how like crabs make like that bubbling, spitting like kind of noise sometimes? It makes one of those.
Ew.
And you have one more action.
Cool. I will fire my bow at it then,
Got it.
since it's above me.
Pew.
No.
Oh no.
Awful.
That is gonna miss.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you still kind of like, you know, this is the first time using your void warp, is that correct? Or have you used it
Second.
before?
Yeah,
Got
I
it.
used it in. Yeah,
But it's still
second.
kind of new, and it's like a new shiny ability, you know, not really shiny, but you know what I mean.
Right.
And it's still kind of like, ooh, crazy, like cool. All right, let's make a shot. And then as you make a shot, like, just not all that focused on it.
Damn.
It's in response to that shot at you, a little drop. You see like a little drop of black fall down from it, from somewhere like center mass, and it hits the ground, and all of a sudden you can't see anything.
Hmm.
And oh man, what a! I just wanted these guys to be able to do something. You hear it flapping down towards you. Everyone hears it and sees it. Thresh is completely blind, but everyone else sees a black globe of darkness that you can't see through. What lighting sources do you guys... I mean, you guys didn't come in here with any lighting sources. Trunks turned on some, but I don't think anybody up above has any light.
Isn't there a beam of light coming down?
Natural light, yeah. I mean, but you guys didn't bring any lighting sources.
Just me, I think.
All right, so you see a globe of blackness like that, and you see this thing dive into the blackness. And Thresh, you start to feel the flapping of what feels like bat wings around your head as you
Ew.
are like dodging out of the way as this thing is like flap grabbing at you. Bree, it is your turn.
All right, I see the black orb above Thresh. Can I just phase bolt the orb and hope that I hit the bat?
You're gonna magic missile the darkness?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh my god.
That is incredible. You can try it.
Would I have a chance of hitting Thresh?
No, you know about where Thresh is. And you can hear Thresh and the thing thrashing around in there. You can kind of aim off center.
All right, so in order to hit, do I just have to get a much higher DC? Or do I have to do like some kind of investigation check first?
You can roll, if you wanted to roll like an Arcana, you could see if you think this would work in the first place. It's more about whether or not it actually works. Let's see. It's honestly okay. You're like, okay, dark magic countered by light magic. You're not really sure what kind of magic this is really that your phase bolt does, but you don't think it's light.
So I don't think that it will hurt this thing.
Probably not. You're actually also not sure. Like, you hear him running around in there, but this is weird. Like, it's just completely black. Like, there's a reverse torch.
Do I feel like fire stuff would work?
Yeah, you're not quite sure. But you've got 2 more actions.
I'm gonna go into the darkness
Okay.
to Thresh. Would I like know where Thresh is? Like if I went about here?
Yeah, you could get there. You know where Thresh's square is. As soon as you go in, you're completely blind.
And then I'm going to blindly try to hit the bat with my hammer.
Great. Go for it. All right, now give me a flat check. You swing at where you think the bat is, or the bat-like creature, and you feel like you connected with something, but like it wasn't like really substantial. You think you just grazed it.
Okay. I guess that's my turn.
Kaduka, your turn.
Okay, so in the beginning, did you say that I was one of 2 that could see this one? when it was
That's
coming?
true.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna shoot.
However, I mean, it has now dove into this black
Oh, okay.
ink. You know approximately where it is. You know that Thresh and Bree are both in there with it.
Is this? You said ink? It's like smoky ink, or
Pretty much, it's kind of what it looks like. Yeah.
can I activate my gauze mask?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if that's an action. I need to, or if that's free.
I think it is.
Okay. Here. And activate. Yep. Okay. So
Yep.
I'm gonna activate my gauze mask, so I should be able to.
Oh wait, did you use this to see if you saw? Oh no, but that was yesterday. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what
You used it yesterday to see Gleef through the dust, but that was you guys have traveled since then.
So I should be able to
Great.
see it now.
Yeah, you see Bree like swinging in the darkness, and Thresh is like running around as this thing is like trying to grab him.
Screaming.
Yes. Exceeding its hit point total. You look through down scope. Bam! You shoot and you put a bullet through. Like a majority of its mass is kind of at the top, and then it kind of, it's mostly like wing material, and you just put a bullet perfectly through that top stuff.
Can the body please land on top of either Bree or Thresh to scare the shit out of
100%. It lands on Thresh. Thresh, this thing, it probably weighs a good like 80 pounds. Lands on you. Just kind of, you suddenly feel its cold, wet, like leathery wings as it drapes over you.
That's disgusting.
And it is, how many actions you got left?
One more. That's my reload.
Trunks, your turn.
I look up, look at wrist fit. You got this wrist fit. I'm a stride.
What?
And is it Can I stride up the ladder, or do I have to use a climb action to use the ladder?
Oh, these are stairs.
Oh,
Or are they?
yeah, they're
oh,
stairs. So
Stairs.
it's just
Okay.
difficult terrain. It'll just take you twice as much speed.
So 5. Essentially. Okay, boy. So that's
This was
5.
Luke's stair spell being used as was supposed to.
Are these stairs up to code?
Okay, so I have 25 feet of movement speed. It takes me 5 to get to the stairs. I have 20 left. That means I can go 10 feet up the stairs, right?
Sounds good.
Okay. That's one action. Second action. I'm gonna try it again. 25 feet of movement. That gives me essentially another 10 feet up the stairs. I'm gonna shoot it.
So you've got like
So-
10 more feet to go, I think.
All
So
right.
3 actions would get you all the way. You're on the landing up there, I think.
All right. That's 3 actions.
All right. The one down there drops its cloud of darkness down on Risprit and attempts to grab you, Risprit.
No.
Oh my god. I can't roll on these guys for crap. Risprit, what is your AC 21?
My AC is 21.
It is not able to grab you. It is it got close at one point, but it is still just trying to umbrella grab you.
Yes.
Loot, it is your turn.
Lute's turn. I am going to.
So from that angle, you can't really see what's going on down there.
Can I walk like to the edge and then see?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna walk
from
to
there-
the edge and then aid.
Okay.
Are you 6 feet from the edge?
He is.
And I'm thinking, maybe 6 feet. Yeah. My YouTube playlist does have like a little bit of Creed,
Good.
and it does have that song, and it fucking loves that song. Like out of 1,800 songs on that playlist, I end up skipping that one a lot.
No, you
Oh,
can't.
Only because I did listen to it, like, then the next 10 times it gives it to me in a week, then I skip them.
That's one of my favorite songs.
I also saw a music video the other day that was the music video of
Oh,
that,
no.
but
It was
what-
only like when they were
what you
close,
would hear-
you
yeah.
Scott. Yeah, yeah. I saw
because everyone's so far away, and then like it'd be just the guitar player, and then it's just
part
the
is
drummer.
when he jumps off that ledge and he flies past and he just
Rocks and stuff. Yeah. was so dumb. Anyway, yeah, you look down and you just see a globe, a semi-globe of darkness, like the one that was around Thresh, but has since then dissipated.
Okay, then I'm gonna walk
Thank
to
God.
the edge, and I'm gonna cast light.
Okay. Range 120 feet.
Yep.
Hell
And
yeah.
it's bright light for 20 feet and dim light for the next 20. Just in white.
You completely dissipate. Like that light shines through. And for a moment, it's like there's a bunch of black smoke around this light. And then the light kind of just, or the darkness just kind of fizzles out. And now there's just like a orb of light above Risprit with this thing trying to still like grab him.
Oh.
And Risprit, now you can see And it's your turn.
How close is this thing now? Is it like right
It's
around
on
my
top
head?
of you.
Risprit is gonna panic and accidentally let loose a little bit. Just a massive, like, burning wave flying out at the thing.
Okay. So the thing is actually still on fire.
Mm-hmm.
It did take 1 damage, and it is still on fire from Lute's ignite or incinerate earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But you unleash this burning wave. It's gonna make a dex save. So it does succeed, but that means it's going to take half damage, which is still. So as this thing sees you rear up, it sees the darkness go away. It realizes its covers.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, I think he can't hear us.
Josh, can you hear us?
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting, like,
I didn't hear anything.
there was like a huge internet going out for a
Oh,
second.
wow.
Oh.
Your guys' connection was having some troubles?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I think I'm serious.
Ronnie's face froze, and I was like, what, dramatic pause, and then I looked, and it was like, yeah, we're good now.
Buffering.
I'm sure it was really flattering the way that my face froze.
He's just like flailing around and then frozen place.
You were flying at the camera. It looked like at Mach 10.
There's like motion blur.
I motion blurred dramatically? Holy shit, I'm better than I thought I was.
DMs in your area have breached the perimeter.
So, just as this thing is jellyfishing away from you as fast as possible, you throw up just, what does it look like exactly when you do this?
I'm trying to think. It'd kind of be more of like them flinching, but just kind of like an uncomposed like flailing a limb that just kind of lets loose a huge blast wave. It's because it puts out their aura.
Oh, yeah. So all of the water and steam and fire that is swirling constantly when you're in this battle form just snuffs out as you launch all of your energy toward this thing and completely incinerate it.
It's just like a torrential flame, and then you see a shadow outline of it inside of it as it disintegrates.
The ashes fall dramatically to the floor. And we are out of combat.
Yeah, I knew you had it. Oh, I give it. Guys, I found a glove.
Was there anything else on it?
On the body?
Yeah.
It looks like Trunks just kind of grabbed the Saru and ran with it. But it does look like the body does have some other stuff.
We're just gonna go down and check it out.
Yeah, Bree's gonna go down too.
Down the ladder?
Down the stairs.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Yeah, you've got this, what seems to be looks like a functioning Saru. It's inactive at the moment.
Can I investigate further, see what it's got on it?
Yeah. What do you do exactly?
I ask Zodiac if he knows what this one does. Oh.
I'd say it's quite a mystery.
Sorry, I'm getting a phone call I have to take. I'll be right back.
No problem.
I will. I will investigate this. So
Go for it.
Trunks goes catatonic and his eyes drift in different directions.
Sorry, I'll be right back. This Saru looks like it might be used to scale surfaces that you normally couldn't climb.
Oh.
Interesting.
The donkey could use that one.
Yeah. I feel like
It's
Bree's
fine.
already a really good climber, so she would probably not want this one.
Sorry, I am fixing a lot of stuff in my character sheet. Can you repeat what this one says? What it is?
It's I'm about to show you guys for sure.
Honestly, I could see this one being really good for Kaduka because he could climb heights and then use his weapon. Like,
Yeah, that was my reason for getting the potion of leaping. But if I get this instead, I would rather have this.
Oh, thanks for letting me know that the intro music was still playing.
It's a good one.
It is really good, and I actually I edited it a little bit to loop it at the good part. But yeah, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now one.
Something wrong
Nothing
with
wrong
me.
with me.
I can only count to.
I can only count to 4.
Gecko grip
Whoa.
for 10 minutes. You can climb
Can I?
nearly any surface. You gain a climb speed equal to your speed.
Can I please get this one?
Yeah, I'd say Kaduka could definitely benefit from this one. Kaduka gets my vote.
And I have to roll again to try to capture. Uh-oh. The DM froze for me.
yeah,
Nope.
I mean, he's
I'm still
Oh,
here.
he's speeding up. He's catching up.
Did it freeze for everybody else too?
Oh yeah,
You're
it's
Oh,
like
there we go.
it froze, but then it sped up to catch up from then to now, and you did some
Oh, no.
really weird motions. It did the kind of like ghost stutter stepping thing.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Your
So the
character
spell-
said- Oh, never mind.
The spell from the Saru is Gecko Grip that allows you to climb up surfaces. You gain a climb speed equal to your speed for 10 minutes.
And it looks like, if I'm reading this, it says touch targets one creature. Could I use it on someone
true.
else to give it to them?
You know what? Actually, yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
I would like to absorb this one if I could, at all possible.
Okay.
You're not gonna mess it up, are you?
I might. I'll see if I go 0 for 2.
All right.
What is it,
There you
D20?
go.
Give me a D20.
D20.
I'll root it for ya.
No way.
Can you hero point it?
Nope.
Shit. Oh, that's
You successfully, the Saru lifts up into the air as Siren says, "Sorry about the other one, but this one seems to be in good shape." And it dissipates, disintegrates, and you gain the Gecko Grip spell.
Nice. I imagine like weird, because it says clinging hair sprout. I imagine that it's like it starts at Siren which is on my knee, and then just like hairs start to like travel down.
They're actually tiny little black wires.
Ooh, nice. Yippee.
Okay. Let me write something down. You gotta keep track.
Does the Pathfinder Roll20 have the thing where you could just look it up and drag it from the compendium?
I think some of it, but I'm not sure. Um, it used to be called Spider Climb, and you can use that if it's got that one in there.
It has gecko grip. I just don't know how to drag
weird.
it correctly.
Your sheet may need to be. Do you use pop out for your sheet?
I do use it as a tab, so maybe I'll close
That
it.
might be the problem. But anyway, you hear somebody shout down, "Hello down there. Is everyone okay?"
Oh, that's right, he's here. Yeah, everybody's fine, I think.
Good.
Nice.
I'm gonna go over and just like pet Spud and make sure that he's doing okay and that the bats didn't freak him out too much.
Spud is trying to like eat a piece of like grass or something that's growing out of the wall.
Yeah, Spud's fine.
So he's fine.
I don't think Spud needs emotional support.
At this point, you're really wondering if Spud really is that unshakable, or he's just completely oblivious. He may just not know what's going on at all.
You're either mighty brave or mighty stupid.
He's got donkey brain.
You fucking donkey.
Smoothest brain in the land.
You guys get 40 experience for that.
Whoa.
40 experience.
So close.
What should be?
We're at 570. Right?
Yep.
Yep.
We're so close.
An even number.
Even number.
Damn, 10 minutes. Spider Climb. That's sweet.
Pretty
That's pretty
sweet.
So how did Kaduka get the shot? Well, he was hanging upside down from a tree like 30 feet up.
Oh, I didn't even think of all the cool upside down stuff.
Yeah, when you're a spider, what does it matter which way is up?
So true.
Um,
I don't feel so bad about failing the other one now. I think this is cooler anyway.
yeah. So that is let's see. Yeah. So that's this stuff.
Alright, now we gotta get back out. Continue on the journey to the town, perhaps?
Yeah.
So did you find what you were looking for?
I did. Thank you, Gleef.
Splendid. And you guys have a nice little trek with Gleef toward the next, toward your destination. He, after about a day, Gleef, says, "Well, I think this is about time for me to turn around and head back south a bit."
Oh. Well, thank you, Gleef.
Heading south for the winter?
Something like that. Just some of my favorite stomping grounds.
Well, I wish you the safest travels.
Yes. May the sun always shine on you.
And
Goodbye.
may the sun
my-
always shine on you.
Thank you. Goodbye, my little friends. And he
Goodbye, tree
stomps
man.
off into the forest. He waves. The rest of your journey seems to go pretty well. A lot of the ground flattens out for a bit. The going is a little bit easier. And the forest had kind of thinned out a little bit, but it starts to get quite a bit thicker. There's a few landmarks now. The people's recollection of this area after a few more days of travel starts to become more specific and more detailed, as this is actually area close to Lurkroot Warren that people would have traveled to. And with that, after a few more days of traveling, it is the 16th of February, and you're traveling through the slightly snowy forest. These trees are quite large. Just in this part of the forest, the trees are pretty large. We're talking, somewhere between like 10 and 20 feet thick, just kind of like all over the place. And as you're kind of like walking, weaving through the trees, in the general direction, you see something up ahead of you that stands out. It looks like it's buried. It's kind of like half buried in the snow.
Oh.
Looks like it's mostly made of plant matter, but it doesn't seem like something that naturally grew where it's at.
I would like to investigate this piece of plant.
Yeah. So as you go up to it, snow has fallen on it, but it's like there's bits of it that kind of stick up and out, so you can kind of see, parts of it. But as you start to brush the snow off, what you're looking at is strange. You're seeing a lot of like really rubbery vine-like material. Some of it looks like it's been like chewed through, and you're seeing a bunch of like pulped wood in kind of a mess, and it's just like kind of a weird, like somebody left like a pile of like kind of like mulched like yard waste and rubbery vine like material kind of in a pile here.
Does it smell like it's been in someone else's mouth?
Go ahead and make a sniffer check. Perception.
I'm sniffing.
So as you're smelling it, the main thing that you kind of pick up on is a kind of distinct like insect waste smell.
Lou, do you know what this is?
What?
I have this mulched plant over here. Smells like it's been attacked by some insects. And it
Smells
looks
like
different than the
bugs.
other coconut trees that happen to be around us.
Can I do a nature check?
Yeah, go for it. as you're looking into it, you think to yourself, like, it kind of looks like some of this looks like wood that, like, termites have just had a field day with, like, just completely gone all the way through, but there's no termites in it, and there aren't any to be seen around you either.
Looks like bugs.
Bugs.
No, this is plants.
Those
Plants.
bugs. Now the bugs are gone. What do you want? You want to eat the plant?
No.
Why does Trunks want to eat the plant?
I don't know. Maybe he's hungry.
No,
Miss
I'm
Glee's
asking
already.
him.
Me too.
Why do you eat plants?
You don't?
I think a lot of people eat plants.
One of them vegan.
Yeah, I think we eat vegetables.
That's a plant.
Whoa.
Wait, it is?
Yeah.
There aren't any like little army tracks here, are there?
As much snow as kind of has piled on whatever this is, you're thinking that if there were, they'd be kind of buried by this point.
If I dig through the plant matter, is there anything at the base of it?
Yeah, with that 25 perception as you dig, you also find one other thing that's notable. Rock arrowheads.
Rock arrowheads.
And there are also some kind of there's other non-organic bits in here, stones. You start picking through it, and it looks like there might be some kind of metallic bits.
Can
some
I
kind
start,
of gemstone bits.
I want to investigate the bits that we're finding, because I'm curious if, like, these are newly made arrowheads, or do these look like they're 20-year-old arrowheads that, because, you know, like, ravens like shiny things, and they'll collect the shiny things and put them in their nest. Could this be a nest that someone made and collected their shiny things in? So I want to try to figure out that.
Yeah. So as you go ahead and make a crafting check. All of these things seem to have been manufactured around the same time ago.
Can I tell if it's like a long time ago or like more than 20 years? Like, is it before we left or after?
It seems like it was crafted fairly recently. Like the bits that you can see. Now, a lot of things do have like these gouges in them. Like it looks like something like scraped, like a lot of the metal or rock bits. But if you look at the pristine ones and you look at the craftsmanship on them, they look fairly recently made and about the same time. You're starting to piece together that you think this thing, whatever is here, was all created like together. It was like put together.
I would explain that to everyone else.
Okay. So that means these rock arrowheads are usable?
Yeah, like some of them are kind of damaged, but yeah, you find like of the like 24 here, there's probably 10 that aren't that are in like perfect condition.
Alright. I'm gonna grab the 10.
Got
I'm gonna
that?
give them to Thresh and I'll be like, you might be able to use these.
Yes.
Actually, can I keep one?
Sure.
All right. You can have 9. I'll have this one.
Do the gems look like they'd be worth anything?
Most of it is like not so much like precious gems, but like
Quartz
Like
type
rocks, kind of like
yeah, it's like crystals and
like
stuff like that.
crystals.
It's pretty common stuff, but stuff you know for sure is used sometimes in making things. Sometimes like crystal as a substance is extremely easy to work with, to adhere magic to. So
If only we had a magic crafter in the party.
If only.
you think you'd be able to find, you'd probably get about, we'll just say like, you know what, we'll say you get 10 gold pieces worth of materials out of it.
Put it in Spud's backpack.
Yeah,
Sweet.
we'll put it on Spud.
So you can put 10 gold pieces of crafting materials or something.
And then when we're crafting something, we can use some of the materials, possibly.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, who is writing that down?
Oh, I'll do that right now.
Okay.
Just crystals in general.
Yeah. 10 gold pieces, crystalline crafting materials. Yeah, there's a bit of it here. So you think whatever it was, somebody had some kind of magic crafted into this thing. These vines are super rubbery, like unnaturally rubbery. Very, very tough. Hard to like, you know, pull apart or anything, or even chew through if anyone tries. And you got these arrowheads and a bunch of wood pulp, and it's kind of weird.
How much weight of gems? Is this still just light?
Yeah, it's just, yeah, negligible. So yeah, what do you guys do now?
I think we just keep following Bree's map.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay on track.
Got it. Huh.
Was that Spud talking?
Yeah, that was Spud. He said, "Ha."
Yeehaw!
Let's see. I am trying to find a map.
On the map.
Ah. Sorry, guys. There we go. That'll work. All right. As you continue to move through the forest, you start to hear something off in the distance. Sounds like something is, there's like a scraping kind of sound, and there's kind of like the crunching of snow, And it sounds like possibly there is something or a group of somethings walking through the forest.
Does it sound similar to Gleef? Maybe he wants to come say hi again. He forgot something.
Well, Gleef must be fast because he's up ahead of you.
Oh, I thought. Is south the same direction we're going?
You guys are going northwest.
Okay. Do you guys want to see what's behind us?
Should we try to hide? Like, stealth? I'm saying this very quietly, by the way. And see if it'll just pass us by?
Yeah, we sure could.
Could hide, and if it happens to be something that we want to get its attention, we can.
Yeah, I think
Or
we
we
should
can just
try
stay hidden.
hiding first.
You guys could all cover me with snow, and I'll just use my
Can
my
I
long
use
nose to breathe
quiet
through.
allies?
Absolutely, I love it. Who
Kaduka
has
wants
the
to use shut up.
who has the worst stealth check?
I think it was a.
Mine's +6.
Mine's 2.
Mine is wait.
Somebody
Is
have
it
a
is it the number next to it, like in the circle?
Yeah.
Oh, mine is a 10.
Yeah, I do remember. I think it was Loot and Trunks were tied with 2. Which one of you
Oof.
wants to roll?
Roll what?
My stealth checks, I would like it if they could be a secret stealth check.
Okay. Well, this one won't really matter because whether or not you pass it or fail it, there won't be any time between then and the results of it. So, I will roll that for you,
All right.
and you get a. So you guys are level 5. So I believe
Yeah.
you get a 7, a +7 to this, on top of your 2. So you get a +9 total.
And that's for following the leader, right? Is that what the?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. You get 2 plus
I
your level.
understand why it's a good feat now, because I
Yeah.
forget up until now I forgot about
Once you
that.
actually do the math, you're like, oh, and knowing that you get to follow the leader stuff on top of it, yeah. Great. Well, let's see.
What happened?
Am I frozen again?
No, you're good.
I thought maybe if I sat still enough. Yay! Okay, so I kind of screwed myself, but I also now just kind of did the opposite of that. If only... Oh boy. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no worries.
I had something I thought was very ready, which was only partially ready. All right, there's 6 of you. You're all level 5. I'm doing math now.
No.
Oh, did
Careful,
we
that's
get any
dangerous.
experience for
7.
that fight finish? Yeah, the
No,
bat fight.
40.
40.
For
We're at 570 now.
Yeah, 570.
Okay, but let's see. All right. Oh, you know what's an interesting thing? Remind me of this. I actually never realized that this would apply until just now. If you have cover and you're making a stealth check, cover gives you a +2 to your stealth checks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Neat.
Yeah, I think if you look up cover, it says
Yeah.
+2 to AC, but I think and stealth checks. So
And reflex.
and reflex saves. Yep, exactly. So you get okay. I'm doing the okay. Well, I just did a bunch of work for nothing. As you guys, Kaduka has kind of like pointed out spots like where you guys should go hide, and you're like kind of mashing yourself into the snow a bit. From around a grouping of trees comes stomping and walking a group of constructs. And I'll show you what they look like. They look like that.
So they're wooden constructs?
Oh,
They're wooden.
With hammer hands.
And you see where there are spots. So this is a little bit different, but like you see, you don't see much discernible metal at all on them, like in their construction. A lot of their pieces are like lashed together with that really rubbery, vine-like material.
I used to play
And you
this guy in Tekken. Sorry.
It's Mokujin, yeah. Yeah, Tekken 3, I played so much of that. But as they move, sometimes you see where the kind of pieces of them kind of slide past each other. There is like internals with this like this vine-like material, and they continue to stomp through. And at one point, they get very close to you guys, but don't seem to notice as they pass by.
those things look really flammable.
And you get 30 experience.
Are they gone yet?
Wait a second. 30 experience.
That's like just enough to put us at 600.
What happened to 600?
You level up.
Oh!
But we will do that between when you get a long rest, and then you can get a level.
Guys, I'm tired.
I could sleep right here in the snow. You guys are really close to the Warren. But somehow, like after they're gone, Saeed speaks up and says, "What were those things?"
Trunks?
Yeah, did I get enough information glancing at them to try to get a recall on them?
Yeah, go for it. You can. Anyone that wants to can make a crafting, arcana, crafting or arcana check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use. Oh, I'm gonna use a hero point. Is what I was gonna say.
Okay, go for it. Man, all right, Trunks with the 31. So you guys all, you all get the impression. You put two and two together that that pile of stuff you found was one of these that something happened to.
Oh.
You, it was mostly wood construction. It was obviously some kind of automated creature that somebody built. Trunks, as you look at this thing, you see, you're seeing in. It looks like the how do I put this? The arms seem to have like a multi-purpose function. They seem to be like both bludgeoning weapons, but you saw like bits in it where it looked like it might fire out projectiles. And kind of like piecing it together, you think that they're kind of like a combined like hammer, like crossbow type mechanism that would like fire like crossbow bolts from a mechanism somewhere inside the arms.
Interesting.
You also place that the wood that they're made of is from this area. That you have seen some vines that look like these, but they don't have the same composition like their normal vines. Whatever's been done to these vines seems to be they seem to have been modified in some way.
Okay. All right, guys. So it's weird because somebody's making these things, but whatever they're using to wrap it together with these vines, they're special. But they are
What
made
is
out of
their
the same
wood
coconut
elemental?
trees that are around here.
Coconut trees.
Uh huh.
Did I at some point say
No,
that?
I.
Okay.
This is a
I just
fun
wanted to. I was
No,
just wondering
you're
about that.
Are we in like a coniferous forest and just trunks out of nowhere is like coconut trees? These are coconut trees.
Well, they're at least 20 feet tall.
Yep.
Mm.
They're.
I read in a book somewhere coconuts or trees are like 20 feet tall.
Wait. Did you
How
say
can someone be?
these guys are 20 feet tall?
No,
Oh. How
the,
tall were
the
they?
trees.
They are medium-sized creatures. They're about 5 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
Be like short for a human.
Could I tell how old they looked?
They look pretty well maintained.
Okay.
Maybe we follow them. We'll find somebody.
I say we actually go the way they were coming from.
Do you think they're leaving the area they're being from?
I mean, they just went the way we came, and we didn't see anything back that way. So I feel like if we continue going, isn't that the right, honey?
Yeah, they are walking, like basically you guys were walking at each other, so you were heading from where they came from.
So I say
We're already heading that way.
Yeah, I say we follow their tracks. I mean, I imagine they would have left a pretty obvious track in the snow.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're very subtle. They definitely there's just like leg tracks in the snow, easy to follow.
So they're all just walking around like Eddie Munster. Just stomp, stomp.
Pretty much.
Well, since I saw them first, I'm going to name them Hammer Hands.
Okay.
Write that in my book.
Bree starts following the track.
All right. As you guys travel more that direction, it is not very long before this area starts to get kind of dark. It gets to the point where there is, at best, anywhere around you is low light. Just light that barely trickles through the trees as you look up. Middle of the day, hard to see anything past the bottom of like the leaf, where the leaves really start to grow. It's thick here, which is what you were expecting for this part of the forest. The lurkwood is as described, and as you continue to walk, you come up to you start seeing some very non-maintained buildings that have been worn over time. The surface buildings of Lurkroot Warren. Buildings that would be used to greet travelers and do business with people bringing materials in and out. Buildings to, do things above ground that, aren't really great to do underground in the Warrens. But all these buildings look long since abandoned.
Do the footprints come from any particular building, or do they continue to go through this village?
The tracks, which are easy to see, don't seem to go anywhere near the buildings. They just pass by this area. Just kind of walking by the buildings. They don't seem to come out or go into them.
Do I recognize this area as part of like Lurkroot Warren that I would have been to as a kid?
Yeah, you have like a flash back, and you see this area as it was 20 years ago, especially as you were, these buildings that you're looking at right here are the last things you saw of Lurkroot Warren as you were fleeing the mist.
All right, so I'd let everyone know. All right, guys, we made it to Lurkroot Warren, but this is just the outer edges. So the main center of Lurkroot Warren is still ahead of us.
Okay.
Loot, you recognize all this stuff too.
I'd kind of tell everyone like, the ins and outs, the good berries to get, the big holes to avoid stepping in.
Are you from this area, Luke?
Oh, from here and there. Who's from anywhere, really, when you think about it? Like, where are you from?
I think we're all from somewhere.
I mean,
Yeah.
other than me, and you, Loot, every single person here was born and raised and very rarely left the island that we lived on, so they could definitely be termed from Rakanaw.
Y'all need to get out more.
That was tough till very recently.
Well, that's what we're doing now.
Saeed seems to be watching Loot intently. Yeah, so where do you go from here? Do you head toward the more central area of the Lurkroot Warren?
Well, before we feel too safe, we should probably investigate where Hammerhands are coming from.
Well, they're coming from the more central area from what we can tell, but it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to quietly, stealthily move toward the central area so that we can observe whatever is going on there without people seeing it.
Is there a point we can see that kind of overlooks the rest of the Warren?
You think that if you get a little bit closer, if you clear the kind of these outer buildings, and then maybe climb a tree, you'd be able to you'd get a good view. There's trees everywhere, so you've got your pick of them to climb them.
Okay.
Just don't fall.
I will climb a tree that looks good.
All right. Do you have any like? Oh, I was gonna say, do you have any gear that's good for climbing trees? Yes, in fact, you do.
Funny you ask.
This session, actually.
Yeah, as you cast this spell, your everywhere you go to grab on your body suddenly sprouts for a moment these little black wires that like dig into the surface. And you yeah, as everybody sees Kaduka like just gecko climb up this tree.
He's getting his Spider-Man powers.
And as you climb up a while, you can see over like all the buildings, and they kind of go in a circle. There's like a few kind of in the middle, but then you see like obvious, like a very carefully sloped, crafted like kind of hills that kind of go down and go to holes in the ground. And then one thing catches your eye. Kind of on the other side of the clearing, there is a big tree. Kind of on the other side of the the town, or what you can see of it from where you are right now. There is a big tree, a little bit bigger than the rest, and it seems to have some kind of platform down at the bottom. And some mechanisms. You see like some cabling and scaffolding that kind of go up the tree and into the, the canopy.
I will message Bree about what I see. Let her know. I think that's the direction we should go.
In my reply, I'll ask, do you see any humanoids? Like any people?
Make a perception check. It's pretty good. As you're looking around, you don't see any humanoids, but you do see that there is. You see tracks from some of the holes in the ground, like the entrances to the actual warrens. It looks like some tracks have been made to or from there. But as you kind of look around, you see like what you would assume is like the tracks of a well-traveled like patrol route, kind of around this area that kind of really circles the whole Warren area and then seems to head out in various directions from there. Kind of like this does seem to be like a hub, and various spokes kind of go out in different directions into the forest.
Is everything about the Warren that we can see above ground? Or did I miss that?
Everything. So the majority of the Warren is below ground.
Okay.
But there was stuff above ground for
like
things that
rising out of it and
yeah.
okay.
Like that tree with the big platform and like some buildings.
I will tell Bree about the possible tracks we can see, but not actual life just yet.
Okay. I would pass that information on to the rest of the group.
Gotcha.
And then maybe message him. All right, come down when you're ready.
So,
So what's the
Did
next
we-
move? Go ahead.
Bree, do you remember any of that scaffolding being done prior? Or actually, Luke, was that scaffolding here last time you were around?
Was it?
Yeah. Anyone that was here before would know that that was kind of the main way that people got from Lurkroot Warren. Rode kind of an elevator-like device up to the gnome village above that was in the trees.
So that was even there, then Bree would have known about that too, then.
Yeah, Bree would have known about
Oh,
that.
okay. I thought it was like a new installation.
No, it actually seems well, you can't really see it from where you're at, but it does look like it might be it's got a lot of the same markings of wear and tear that a lot of the buildings around here have.
Well, should we head to a high trafficked area and scout it out?
Yeah.
Maybe one of our. Not to say I won't get caught, but maybe I should hang a little bit further back, and you guys can give me the if it's a safe.
Okay.
Well, you can always have select individuals scout up ahead if you want.
That's true. We do have some really stealthy people, like Kaduka.
And
Do
Thresh.
we want to have Kaduka go on ahead and see what he can see?
We should send a partner.
also-
Duka.
Yeah, me and Thresh go out.
Sneaky.
Thresh, yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple sneakers.
I think I would attempt to climb the tree and watch them as they're sneaking from here.
Okay.
I think I can pretty easily climb a tree.
You make it 10 feet.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
I am gonna hang out back, kind of underneath the tree that Bree's at. We keep an eye out for any hammer hands. I'm gonna encourage Kaduka and Thresh to go on ahead and scout some of the trafficked areas to see if there's other life here other than these well-maintained constructs.
All right. The people doing the scouting, give me perception checks. And stealth checks, yeah.
I'm going to hero point my perception.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. So Kaduka, you got a 23 stealth and a 17 perception.
Mm-hmm.
Thresh, you got a 21 perception and a 27 stealth. Got it. All right. You guys start to move quietly around the area. One thing you pick up on Thresh is that these trails heading away from the Warrens, they don't look like the same trails up close as the other patrols. It looks like somebody like pushed, almost like pushed something along. Something. There's a lot more. Just kind of completely plowed over this area, and not so much like legs moving through snow.
Hmm.
Whatever came through here wasn't like didn't look like it was walking on like two legs or was being dragged over or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Like
point
maybe it
that
was a
out.
walrus.
Point that out to Kaduka. What do you think of this?
I don't think I would have any knowledge about what this, unless it was like an engineering feat. I don't think I would have any idea what this is.
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
How far back is everybody else? Can I send another message? All right.
Yeah.
What's the cooldown?
I think it's 120 feet, and I think it's a cantrip, so you can cast as much as you want.
Okay. I'll send a message to Trunks this time, and let them know about the track difference.
Oh. You want me to come take a closer look?
Not right now. I'll keep you posted. And
Okay.
I'd be okay with moving in closer if Thresh was as well.
Yeah.
Are you moving closer to like the holes in the Warren entrances or buildings or the lift?
I'd probably the buildings first, and then we could check out the lift as a group. Like dart in and out of buildings, quietly.
Okay, so you said Warren, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you move closer, you see that as you kind of peer down there, and it's kind of, it's dark already, but now you're looking down into like essentially a hallway that leads to a hole underground. It's even darker. But you get the impression that there was maybe doors on there that aren't there anymore. Seems the doors are missing. And as you peer down in there, you hear a sound.
They sound friendly. Can I dark vision scope in that direction?
You can, sure, yeah.
And I get jump scared as soon as
There's a creepy face 2 inches from your face.
As you dark vision scope down there, for a split second, you see something. Like as soon as you turn it on, you see 2 bright yellow eyes and just like a shit ton of teeth.
Ah, shit.
As you point that, it goes, and then it like darts somewhere out of view. But probably
Oh shit, where'd it go?
more horrifying than that is as you're aiming down scope, you start seeing like egg sacs on the walls, kind of lining the what little bit of the hallway you can see before it gets before the angle, is cut off by as it goes more underground.
Like it's a different slope.
I slowly peel back from looking down the scope and look at Thresh and I go, we should go.
Yeah, I don't even question.
Yeah, what you saw is like burned in your head. It's just like this insane Cheshire smile, like that just like seems impossibly big and long and toothy. Like this thing's got 1,000 teeth.
I wish there was somebody who knew about cryptids in our party. Alright, I'm gonna start heading back.
Yeah. As you start heading back, you hear the sound of like ropes being like somebody rappelling. And from the tree that has the lift on it, several of those wooden constructs suddenly appear, like from a space where nothing was before, and they drop down seemingly out of nowhere, hanging by those vines that are like coming out of their back and extending up into a space that disappears from like your vision. Like it looks like it goes up into thin air and then disappears, as well as one little bright red haired little gnome that zips down with them, that is all harnessed up with wires, or these same like rubbery vines coming out of his bag, and he's got this crazy looking rotating crossbow, and he points it at you, and all the wooden constructs point their arms at you as well. And he shouts down and he says, "Freeze, mister!"
Does Bree see this all from the tree that she's watching?
Yeah. Everybody sees it. And they're pointing they're pointing these weapons at Kaduka and Thresh.
Okay.
How far away are we at this point?
A couple like 100 feet away.
Okay.
You guys could close in pretty fast.
I start running that direction.
I would like to take one of the flares out and drop it on mine and Thresh location to essentially blind anyone looking at us.
Okay, yeah,
warning?
you like strike this flare and you drop it, and he goes,
Yeah.
"Ah, right!
And then
Hey, knock that off!"
and take off. Running.
He like lowers some goggles over his face, and he's like, and he says, he yells, "Freeze! Stop where you are!" So Thresh, are you running away with Kaduka?
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Risprit's burning jet towards you guys. Everybody's running towards you.
Sounds like a loud ass blowtorch.
From another nearby tree, a couple more like drop down out of like nowhere.
Woo.
And one of the like the wooden constructs, like a voice like that is kind of like hollow, like sounds like it's like rattling around inside this wooden construct, kind of like speaker voices out to you and says, comply, do not move, stay where you are."
Oh great, they're forest cops.
Oh no.
Cheese it, it's a leafy fuzz.
Loot, do you know these mifflets?
Mifflets? What are you calling a mifflet?
I
you
never
guys.
seen a mifflet like you before, but
You're not a mifflet, what are you?
you come in all sorts of sizes.
Another like really kind of like dark skin, just like ashy gray gnome with orange hair, and kind of like just like kind of clumpy orange hair, like rappels down the tree with the other two. It says, "You nobody move."
This one seems serious.
Oh no.
Or I'll fill you with the holes.
What do we do?
Who are you people?
I think that it is our prerogative to ask you who you are.
Former residents.
I'm Blue.
This is our home.
I would counter and say it's not our place to rat someone out.
Nice.
Okay, You're starting to win me over with the puns.
you can hear him muffled. Like he puts his hand over the microphone. He's like, these guys are good. Yeah.
The other one, the darker one's like, don't fall for their tricks. They're good, nasty little things.
Good. Oh, we dealing with some gnomes here.
And yeah, these guys are gnomes. They're like 2.5, 3 feet tall. They're like all harnessed up. They seem to have like pretty like intricate looking like hardware, but it all seems made out of like wood and vine and like plant material. The other one says, "Where did you come from? The Yosoki that used to live here fled 20 years ago."
Well, we came back. And then I point to the house that used to be mine, and I say, I lived right there.
Are you one of the Ember Paw kids?
Yeah.
By this point, Risprit trips over their own feet and just like skids to a stop on their face. Just like, wait, what?
I'm Bree Emberpaw, and this here's my younger brother. You would never have met him, of course, because he was born after we fled, but we're Emberpaw.
It's a Saru trick.
Bree, do you know that carrot top over there?
Don't listen to the good nothing they say.
Nobody wants any problems here.
Did we ever learn of in like stories of like specific famous gnomes that were interacted
Yeah, like
with?
stuff our parents would have told us.
Yeah.
Or do I recognize these gnomes from when I was a kid?
Oh yeah.
Or do I remember any gnomes from when I was a kid that I could talk about?
Yeah, does Bree recognize any of these gnomes?
Make a history or a society check.
Oh, you hero point that.
I also hear.
Yeah.
Bree, at first you're blanking, and then you're like, the one with the red hair that's Trincy Tree Stamp.
Oh, shit.
Wait, Trincy, is that you? Trincy Tree Stamp?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
It is you. You're one of the Bree kids. You're Bree.
Yes, I am. My parents are alive and well, by the way.
That's incredible. What? Are you wearing Saru?
They're raw Saru, so they don't go crazy in the mist. And we actually got rid of the mist when we revitalized this big-ass tree that is where we live.
You did that? We noticed that all the mist was gone.
We did do that.
No rat folk have ever had raw Saru before.
Have you all been here this whole time? Or did you have to run away too?
No, the mist never got up into the canopy. So we've just been hunkered down, cut off from everybody else.
Is your village a big village? How many of you are there?
Well, we've grown a little bit, but we've been careful not to, not expand too far. But yeah, like we've actually expanded out a bit since the Yosoki were living down there.
That's great. I'm so glad that you guys are still alive and somewhat thriving, at least.
You know what? Let me. I'll be right back. And then she yells out, Gerodio, please don't shoot him.
Stand down.
No.
making no promises.
God damn it.
Trincy twists a gear and it goes, and she goes up into the tree. A little while later, she comes back down, and she says, yeah, um, we're sending down the platform." And you hear, and they lower a wooden platform down to forest level.
Yeah.
The platform itself looks pretty well maintained, unlike kind of the structure around it, which the wood has kind of just it could use a sanding and some paint, probably, but they seem to have kept this everything pretty well maintained.
This is a check to memorize everything I'm seeing about the gnomes.
Yeah, you see, you're like, oh yeah, pulleys, and we've got some the take up head is over here, and that's the drive end, and you're just looking at the mechanical pieces of this structure.
I am just in awe. I should have been born a gnome.
And so she actually lowers herself down, and she goes like that, and the cables goes zipping up into the tree, and she's on the platform with you guys, and she says, "All right, going up." And she pulls a lever, and it raises you up, and then at some point about 50 feet up, there's a weird sensation as you pass through an illusory curtain, and you see above you bunches of platforms just built around trees. Every tree basically that you can see for a while has at least one platform, sometimes several, and there are rope bridges between them, and ladders, and just cables of these vines just strung here and there and there. You've got lit lanterns just stringing along all kinds of walkways. You see little bioluminescent bugs kind of flitting here and there. You see stuff that kind of blows your mind. You see all kinds of illusions everywhere that really just beautify the place. Of giant, you'll see a giant neon butterfly fly by, flat by slowly in slow motion. You'll see balloons floating in a column, just kind of repeatedly floating until they kind of dissipate. Everything up here is bright and well lit. On top of that, you've got the sunlight still kind of shines through in some places, causing these God rays streaks through the air.
Secret treehouse.
And yeah, Trincy says, well, welcome to Chlorinon. Welcome back, I should say.
How do we spell her name?
Trincy. And then tree stamp.
I heard Trixie. Trincy.
Trincy.
She is the redhead one, right? That was.
Yep. It's unnaturally we're talking troll doll red.
Oh.
Kool-Aid red.
And it's my mistake that I confused them for a misfit.
So
I didn't know gnomes lived in trees there, Chincy.
Well, some of us do. Yeah, you've got rock gnomes. Did you say gnome? Don't be hanging around with Geronio. Geronio, you probably picked up on his little, weird inflection.
Yeah, he's not good nice like you.
Yeah. Well, we all can't be Trincy. But, yeah, he didn't grow up learning Common. So when he did learn Common, He was a little bent out of shape. That common spells gnome with a G.
Oh,
So how do you say gnome in not common?
Oh, it's shit. Bah. This is the part where I'm like, do I have the chops to like be able to come up with like something interesting? She gives you a word that doesn't mean anything to you in common, but means
Okay.
gnome.
Okay.
But yeah, and as you get up there, you see gnomes also all over the place, just running around doing business. But there's a bunch just like leaning over like the railings, these vine railings across the vine bridges. Just like looking down, you're starting to amass a bit of a crowd as you come up into the tree.
they don't see
Trent,
many Yusoki very often.
Well, not many. You're right about that.
Do you guys have any Yusoki living up here in the canopy?
And it's about this time that the platform reaches the top, and it slows down a little bit and clicks, and she just had like a big smile on her face, and like a bunch of gnomes and people are like are running over to. There's kind of a big platform that they've built for like this entry way,
Like
that
like an
got to.
offloading area and stuff.
Yeah, you would need places to put boxes and stuff that you were taking off the lift, and as this like you're drawing this crowd, two figures push their way toward the front of the crowd, and you see a pair of Yusoki.
Whoa.
Does Bree recognize them? Should I make like a society check to see if I remember them? I was
do they
pretty
look
young when
like
we left.
anyone else we know?
Bree and Loot would recognize them. As you all step off the platform and they have pushed their way to the front, you recognize them as Ilara and Finn Flowersnoft.
Wait a second. Wait.
What?
Wait, Lou?
Is Luke a runaway? Oh my goodness.
Hey Lou, why do you look like you recognize these people?
A middle-aged woman Yusoki with soft chestnut brown fur and warm, expressive eyes that are just glistening with tears. She's wearing like colorful flower petal like dress. She puts her hands up to her snout and just starts crying as she like half runs, half stumbles, like her legs like giving out as she runs toward the group. There's and then Finn, a more sturdy, he's bulked up a little bit over the last 20 years. Yusoki man with a salt and pepper coat of fur. Speaks to his age. He's got these amber eyes that are also like welling up with tears as he like at first stunned catches up with his wife and supports her under her arm as he runs her over to you guys.
Is anyone from anywhere? Trunk says in a tone.
Lou gives no indication on how she feels about this situation.
They run up to like 10 feet away from you, Lute, and your mom can barely talk through like her crying, sobbing, saying, "Lute, you've come back to us. How is this possible?"
Bree would go up to them and she would go, I don't know if you remember me. Bree Emberpaw. I used to live here
Little
when I was
Bree.
a kid. Yeah, this is my brother Kaduka. How long has Luke been gone?
20 years. So we lost you on while we were escaping. We turned around to try to find you. We doubled back. You must have been with the group still, and we thought you left you behind, or I thought you the more it all happened so fast. Everybody was heading that way. We turned around for just a bit to find you, and everybody was ahead, and we didn't know if you went ahead with them or if you went back, and we took the chance. We ran back, and we almost got caught, but the gnomes brought us up into the tree, and we thought we lost you. We just prayed that you that you stayed with the group. You must have stayed with the group. You're here.
I didn't stay with the group, actually.
But how did you got separated from the group, but you made it there to them?
I lived in a hole, okay? With a rat. An actual rat. Alone. And you guys never came looking for me.
We did. We came looking for you, but by the time the mist caught up. They like, your mother like falls to her knees, is just like crying. She's like, I'm just so happy that you made it, that you're alive.
They've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Your father is like he's not saying a whole lot, but it's because he thinks, you can tell like he's trying to choke back tears, that if he speaks at all, he's gonna
start ugly crying.
Yeah, it's gonna be real bad.
Brie'll just start telling him about how we found Loot about 6 months ago, and that she's been staying with us since then.
At this point, especially after your mother drops to her knees, you look past her and you realize there's a third Yosoki here. A 12-year-old Yosoki girl with a flower crown on her head, kind of just standing there, kind of half nervously, kind of just like fidgeting.
You got a little sister, Loot?
And who's that?
She walks up. She says, Lute, this is your little sister, Lily.
Aww.
And Lily, she's got this bright, soft brown fur and these bright eyes, and she kind of like walks up to you, and she stands there, and she's like, hey,
you got a little sister.
She takes off her flower crown, and she's like, here, I make them all the time. You can have this one. I'll make another.
Loot would just take it and walk away.
Bree, at this point, when Loot starts to walk away, would kind of like elbow her and then whisper to Loot, whatever happened 20 years ago, it wasn't Lily's fault. Don't take it out on Lily.
That's why I'm walking away.
Yeah, she kind of like, she doesn't seem to like, it doesn't seem to affect her all that much.
It doesn't register to 12-year-old.
Yeah, she's like more concerned about her parents like crying. Her dad like hugs her real tight.
Oh.
Yeah, Luke's just gonna walk around the town.
Yeah. Richter goes over and like puts a hand on their shoulders and just like, hey, I want to give her some time to come around.
Yeah, her father's like, yeah, I get it. I get it. It's just, welcome. I'm glad you all made it. Yeah, thanks for coming.
We'll be honest, I wasn't kind of expecting good news when we came here, just ruins and recovering old artifacts that were left behind.
We figured the world was over outside of chlorinon here.
Believe it or not, but it's better than it has been in a while.
Yeah, the mist is gone. And did everyone survive?
Quite a few.
Most, yeah.
Where did you
There
all
were-
go?
There were some losses.
We found an island that mist couldn't reach because it doesn't travel over water.
He
So,
he smiles like proudly, like, yeah, that's like Yosoki ingenuity right there. Like, get to an island.
Classic Yosoki will to live.
Yeah,
Finding a freaking isolated island.
that's fantastic. I'm yeah, this is all just great news.
now
And
that the mist is gone, they're hopefully planning on maybe having regular trade route. Now that we know there's other people here, we were kind of the forward advance party because we're the strongest people on the island. So
We're also the most well equipped to deal with the mist should it roll in unexpectedly.
yeah,
He nods and smiles. He's like, I glad to see that Loot has not only survived but thrived. It seems.
I think that the almost 20 years completely by herself, it definitely changed her. She's not gonna be the Loot that you remember.
Yeah, all of this is so strange.
She mentioned being with a rat, and that is true. But it was a rat that had a Rosaru on it, and it protected Loot, and spent. It protected Loot.
This is also strange.
Yeah, it's
And this-
complicated.
This you know, this Yusoki man, he's in his probably in his 50s. If you were to guess, mid 50s. And he says it's also strange. She doesn't look that much older.
How old was she when you escaped?
Luke, you were 14, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was 14 years old, which would make her 34.
Yeah, she doesn't look 34, does she?
Not even close.
Ooh.
Looks like she's maybe in her early 20s or something.
Yeah, Luke, how old do you look?
Like 20, what did I say, 23, 24?
Time has been very generous to her.
Or she
Look,
got,
not
like,
bad.
you know, frozen in carbonite for 10 years or something.
Or being with,
You hear that?
or being within close proximity of a, was it a life Rossor?
Oh, that's a good point.
It was a life for Osaru.
Yeah. What was it like to be frozen in a frozen carbonara?
Well, Lude's not with the rest of the group at this
Yeah.
point.
Totally not a sensitive subject at all. She's been really open about where she's been.
Lude, what's going through your mind at this time?
She kind of just found like a spot to sit, and she was just journaling, about how she feels. Because the walk from like where she spent most of her time to this town wasn't incredibly far, but there was also the mist stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, something weird for sure was going on. It was a long journey, especially a lot of your time spent getting to Ratkana Island or moving that direction was. I mean, you were lost. Saeed was guiding you, but Saeed was lost. You guys really were wandering the forest and the hills, like not really sure where to go.
Was Saeed just accidentally guiding her away from danger, and so like in circles for years, slowly veering in the right direction?
Maybe Saeed's evil after all.
Oh my God, Saeed is evil.
Oh, yeah. Speaking
Chapter
of,
2: Kill Saeed.
Speaking of creepy laughing, I would bring up what I saw down in the Warrens too.
How much of the
So-
unsettling details are you including in that?
Probably the darker gnome. He seems like he knows it.
So, as you guys are taking in the sights and sounds and the people, and everybody's getting just, through the shell shock of this new revelation of Lute's parents and Lute's little sister being here, and all the lights and sounds and just the crowds of gnomes that are like closing in on your location. You mentioned the creepy laugh coming from the Warrens, and your new gnome contacts that you've gotten to know in this short period of time say, "Oh yeah, that." And with that, we're going to call it for tonight.
Oh, that creepy laugh.
that.
Next time on.
Let me tell you about that. Next time on Legaia Reborn.
Nice.
All right. Thanks, everybody. I had fun. Hopefully, you had fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hit a milestone, man. We what? How much? Oh yeah, you're at 600 experience, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
We hit
Add
level
another-
6, I guess. Yeah.
Add another 30 to that, so we're going to be level 6 and 30 experience.
Nice.
All right.
So, yeah, we hit a milestone. We got to the first location, first city outside of Reckignaw.
Nice.
We're there. We made it.
Cool. Bye, stream.
All right. Bye,
Bye,
stream.
Bye, stream.